is a Angel Reese OnlyFans coming up next? I mean, it's kind of the next step. Can't pay the bills, got to pay the rent. Showing a lot of skin. She looks okay for now. You know, other words, and other people have called it only rebound.
Is Angel Reese really making a drastic career shift, or is it just a phase? That's the question buzzing around the sports world. The former basketball star who once dominated headlines for her on-court brilliance is now making waves for something completely different, her latest move into OnlyFans.
I think to myself, if you have any self-awareness, Caitlin Clark is not my problem. She's not my enemy. She is. And by the way she's been dressing and showing up, all right, if you need help paying rent...
You may be thinking, no way, that can't be true. But trust me, it is. And as shocking as it sounds, this is just the beginning of a much bigger story. Has Angel Reese hit a low point, or is this a power move?
The fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to...
Once celebrated for her game-changing performance in the NCAA championship, Angel Reese now finds herself in the middle of a social media storm, and it's not because of her basketball skills. She's taking a very different path, and some fans are left wondering, what happened to the player we once admired? The controversy all started with a few eyebrow-raising social media posts. Reese's bold persona was always part of her charm, but lately, it seems like her focus has shifted from basketball to something entirely different.
Angel Reese, really unlikable. I mean, just really unlikable. And trust me, it's hard for most men to dislike a woman who puts her butt on display everywhere she goes, and she's got a pretty big one and a good one.
And it's not just the fans who have noticed. Her critics are speaking out too. The turning point, from rising star to media sensation. Let's take a step back. Remember when Angel Reese was the name on everyone's lips?
She puts herself out there, even on this podcast. Stomach out, breasts barely hidden, legs front and center everywhere. She has sexualized herself. And now, I'm shocked. People are sexualizing me. And somehow she's connecting it to being a Caitlin Clark fan. I just don't see the connection.
She had the world at her feet after that incredible performance during the NCAA championship. But what went wrong? How did the star of women's basketball go from being a role model to becoming a figure of controversy? It started innocently enough. Reese, known for her unapologetic style, began pushing the boundaries on and off the court. But as her social media presence grew, so did the controversy surrounding her behavior.
The real problem, Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese? Because again, Angel Reese is undermining the league with her unlikability. The reason why people are jumping on board and everyone's is they finally found a player who's halfway likable in Caitlin Clark and who doesn't rub their wealth, privilege, and entitlement down everyone's throat and force it on like I'm supposed to be special.
Instead of sticking to basketball, Reese seemed more interested in generating buzz online. And that's when the rumors began to swirl. Was she starting an OnlyFans account? For many, this was the breaking point. Is OnlyFans really the next step for Angel Reese? While some might argue that Reese's move into OnlyFans is about female empowerment, others are questioning her motivations.
In Caitlin Clark, and she goes, I don't think Caitlin Clark has hatred towards me. What has Caitlin Clark done to you? Nothing. Well, I don't even understand what would motivate that comment. Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything. She goes out and plays basketball. I've never seen her trash talk. I've never seen her taunt Angel Reese. There's nothing there, but she's pretending like...
Is this really about embracing her identity and owning her image, or is it a way to distract from her recent struggles on the court? Let's be honest. Reese's basketball career hasn't exactly been smooth sailing since her national championship victory. Her performances have been inconsistent, and instead of letting her game speak for itself, she's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons.
She's on social media again, doing things that, well, I mean, when you consider the things that she has talked about that she has been subjected to, it makes you kind of throw up your hands and go, well, what are you doing? Why are you doing this kind of thing if you are constantly under fire, supposedly for being sexualized, as you want to call it?
Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. A battle brewing. And then there's the Caitlin Clark factor. Reese has made it clear that she feels overshadowed by Clark, the rising star of women's basketball. Clark, who won Rookie of the Year, has been nothing short of spectacular on the court, while Reese's actions off the court have garnered more attention than her game. In interviews, Reese has hinted at tension between the two players, even suggesting that Clark has unfairly stolen the spotlight. But is this really about Clark, or is it about Reese's own insecurities?
Angel Reese is the one that is going to hurt people's pocketbooks, while Caitlin Clark is filling up people's pocketbooks.
Fans and analysts alike are split on this. Many believe that Reese's recent decisions are a way to deflect attention from her own shortcomings and struggles with the pressure of maintaining her star status. The drama continues. Social media versus the court. As Reese dives deeper into the world of social media, she's distancing herself from her basketball roots. Her Instagram is filled with glamorous photo shoots, bold fashion statements, and provocative posts that have little to do with her sport. And now, the rumors of her joining OnlyFans seem to confirm what some have feared for a while.
Angel Reese, really unlikable. I mean, just really unlikable. And trust me, it's hard for most men to dislike a woman who puts her butt on display everywhere she goes. And
wow, she's unlikable. That's the thing that I've learned. That she is more and more unlikable. She's abrasive.
Angel Reese is more focused on her brand than her basketball career. But this isn't just a personal issue. It's affecting the entire landscape of women's basketball. The impact on women's basketball. There's no denying the impact that Angel Reese's actions are having on the sport. Critics are now questioning whether women's basketball is being taken seriously, or if it's becoming just another platform for attention-seeking stunts. Reese's off-court antics have led to uncomfortable conversations within the community, with some questioning if she's undermining the hard work of her peers. And let's not forget about Caitlin Clark. While Reese has been dominating the headlines, Clark has quietly been letting her game do the talking. She's breaking records, earning respect from fans and players alike, and doing it all without resorting to sensationalism. A contrast of two careers. The contrast between Reese and Clark couldn't be more stark. On one side, you have Caitlin Clark, focused, determined, and letting her performance speak for itself. On the other side, you have Angel Reese, creating controversy, chasing fame, and seemingly losing sight of what made her a star in the first place. This isn't just about two players. It's about the future of women's basketball. As fans and sponsors grow increasingly concerned about the direction the sport is heading, the pressure is mounting on Reese to step back from the drama and refocus on her game. Is this the end of Angel Reese's basketball career? So where does Angel Reese go from here? Can she bounce back and regain her place as one of the top players in women's basketball? Or is this the beginning of the end? While Reese insists that she's not giving up on basketball, her actions suggest otherwise. The decision to join OnlyFans, coupled with her recent social media activity, raises questions about her commitment to the sport. Some fans are already jumping ship, while others are holding out hope that Reese can turn things around. But here's the reality. Every day she spends chasing social media fame is a day she's not working on her jump shot, her defense, or her overall game. And in the highly competitive world of professional sports, that's a dangerous gamble. A missed opportunity for empowerment? Reese has framed her decisions as part of a larger conversation about female empowerment, arguing that she's taking control of her own image and career. Is this really the empowering move she thinks it is? Or is it a missed opportunity? There's no doubt that Reese has the potential to be a role model for young athletes, especially young girls who look up to her. But what message is she sending by prioritizing her social media presence over her performance on the court? In a world where women in sports are constantly fighting for recognition and respect, Reese's actions could be doing more harm than good. The future of women's basketball, where do we go from here? As the controversy surrounding Angel Reese continues to unfold, one thing is clear. This isn't just about one player. It's about the entire sport. Women's basketball has come a long way in recent years, but situations like this have the potential to set it back. Fans, sponsors, and fellow players are all watching closely to see what Reese does next. Will she course correct and refocus on her game? Or will she continue down this path, risking her basketball career for short-term fame? Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark and other rising stars are showing that you can succeed by staying true to the game, proving that talent, hard work, and dedication still matter in a world that often prioritizes clicks and likes over real achievement. Final thoughts. Will Angel Reese learn from her mistakes? At the end of the day, Angel Reese's story is far from over. She's young, talented, and has the potential to turn things around if she chooses to. But the clock is ticking. Every decision she makes from here on out will determine whether she's remembered as one of the greatest to ever play the game, or as someone who threw it all away for a fleeting moment of fame. In the world of sports, second chances are rare. Reese has the opportunity to prove her critics wrong, reclaim her place among the elite in women's basketball.